guys, Tbo2 here, back with another episode of my TARDIS tutorial. In this episode, we're going to be doing the Limbo Atrophier. This was seen in the Keeper of Traken when Tremas went up to the Master's TARDIS, he touched it, and was basically paralyzed to give the Master a chance to take over his body. So yeah, this is basically a security feature for the TARDIS, where anyone who touches it gets paralyzed. And supposedly, it also works on the interior, although I don't know of any examples of that. So I'm going to show you this right now. So we walk inside the TARDIS, I have this new control here. If we click it, it'll say Limbo Atrophier Exterior. So now if we were a player who did not have the pilot tag, so it was somebody else, and walked up to the exterior, this would happen. So let's walk away just to show you that if we walk up to it, we're instantly hit with a slowness effect, and it is such that we can't even get close enough to get inside. So we open the door and we're just stuck like this. Basically a security measure that won't allow us to get close if we are not the pilot. Of course, that'll wear off if you go inside the interior. So if we press this again, we can set it to interior mode. And now, if we don't have the tag, we are affected by it if we walk inside the interior. So any point inside the interior, you're basically screwed. You cannot move. And the final setting I have here is both, and now it'll affect both the exterior and the interior. So how does this all work? Well, you're going to want to make a new control in your console, and in your case, it might want to be a repeater. Mine was a button, but a repeater is going to be a lot easier because it has these 4 modes. So if we make our first mode be the off mode, then what we'd want to do is execute if block and make sure you're looking right at it. And so that when you press tab, 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 it'll insert the coordinates of it, and then just type repeater, open square brackets, and then type delay equals 1. And now it'll detect if the repeater is on that delay, and if so, yeah, you're going to get a result. If you put it in a command block like this, which is on repeat and always active, then you'll get an output on the comparator. I use scoreboards for mine, but of course you don't have to, you can use this system. So right now what's selected is disabled. So of course, that would be in this mode, so exactly this command you would just input into this command block, which is of course on repeat, always active. It'll activate this, and then it'll do a title command, title at a tag equals pilot action bar. So it'll show up in their action bar. You're going to open curly brackets, you're going to open quotations, text, colon, open another quotation, and then Limbo Atrophier disabled. So yeah, that'll just tell you that it is, of course, disabled and won't do anything else. That's all it does. It just says that it's disabled. But these other ones, 1, 2, and 3, they are all going to do things. So this one right here is for the exterior. So when it is on 1, so in your case, that'll be a delay of 2 on the repeater. And when it gets to a delay of 2, you would detect that. It would go through this and go into this command block and this one. It will not power this one just because it's already on repeat and always active. And this will be on impulse needs redstone and unconditional. And it is of course our same title command, except in this case we're specifying exterior. And now the important thing is this command block here, which is on repeat but needs redstone, so that it is powered by the comparator. And this is doing execute as at E tag equals TARDIS, or you can do name equals TARDIS, at S, and then it is running an effect give at E type equals player tag equals pilot, but with a exclamation mark, which means not that tag. So any player who does not have the pilot tag and is within a distance of ... 1.75, meaning less than 1.75 blocks, then they are going to get the Minecraft slowness effect for 1 second and on a level of 255. So obviously when they walk outside that range, it's going to instantly wear off because it's only 1 second, but they're going to get so much slowness that they cannot move. And optionally, you could put true to hide the particles. I think it's nice to have the particles just to give it a bit of an indicator. But yeah, again, basically what we're doing, executing as the TARDIS, at its position, run, and then we are giving the slowness effect to any player who is not the pilot and is within a distance of ... 1.75 of the exterior, and giving them that slowness effect such that they can't move. For our interior function, that would be on our delay of 3, so you would just do execute if block is on a delay of 3, and if so, it'll power this comparator and these 2 command blocks, This one right here is, of course, our title. So Limbo Atrophier Interior. And then right here, this is going to be a little different than our previous command block. This one is, of course, on repeat, unconditional, needs redstone. And it is doing execute as at E tag equals TARDIS or name equals TARDIS, except instead of at its position, we're doing in the TARDIS dim TARDIS, which is our TARDIS dimension. Of course, if you don't have that, you would specify something like a tag of inside for an entity or a player. Run effect give at E type equals player, tag equals not pilot, distance equals 0 ... So at least 0 blocks. So basically this, in conjunction with the distance of 0 or more, is going to make it to where anyone in that dimension is going to get the effect. Whereas if you had just tag equals inside, you would leave this out and just do effect give at E type equals player, tag equals inside. And then that would affect them if they have the inside tag. And of course, we're again giving them slowness for 1 second on 255 levels. And the final setting we have here, which would be your final repeater delay, is Limbo Atrophier set to both. And in this case, we're just going to copy both of our command blocks. So this is for the exterior, and then this one is of course for the interior. And just to demonstrate one last time, if I click this to turn it on to the exterior and remove the tag from myself and go up to the exterior, once I'm within a small distance of it, I will get the slowness effect. Next, if I set this to interior and I remove the tag, now I will get the effect when I'm in the interior. And when I have this setting of both, I will get the effect whether I am inside or outside the TARDIS. So yeah, that's really all there is to it. This has been my tutorial on the Limbo Atrophier. Hope you all enjoyed. I've been Tbo2. Be sure to subscribe, to follow my Instagram, Tbo2it, to follow my Twitter, which is also Tbo2it, to join my Discord, and lastly, to have a nice day. Goodbye.